The IndiGo crisis enters its sixth day. The flight operations seem to be limping their way back to normal. But IndiGo has announced that it will operate over 1,500 plus flights today. But the reality seems to be, in their latest statement, that 650 flights have already been cancelled for the day. Passengers have been stranded at several airports. 150 flights have been cancelled at Bengaluru Airport, while 115 flights have been cancelled in Hyderabad. Meanwhile, sources have informed India Today that Parliamentary Committee has taken strict stance on the IndiGo incident and will be summoning all airlines and DGCA over the crisis. Trouble continues to mount for IndiGo. The DGCA has issued a show cause notice to IndiGo CEO Pieter Elbers over the flight delays, cancellations and other issues. Now, the CEO has been asked to respond within 24 hours. The Prime Minister's office is also keeping a close eye on the crisis. According to government sources, IndiGo is expected to face penalties, and as flight fare prices shot up amid this chaos, the government prohibited airlines to charge above fixed fare limits, citing public interest. Let's take a look at the reactions and reports coming in from different parts of the country. In fact, bringing to you the voices of all those stranded passengers and the harrowing experiences that they have been facing.
So currently I am here at the Terminal T2, which witnessed chaos and mismanagement due to IndiGo crisis, and behind me in the visuals you can see still queue outside the IndiGo counter, and people are claiming that their flights are being still cancelled by the airlines. And we have also seen action by the DGCA, who has sent a show cause notice to IndiGo Airlines. They have asked the questions on the mismanagement, but still people are coming out. They are talking about the mismanagement, they are blaming the IndiGo Airlines, but yeah, big question, who is responsible behind this mismanagement and who will be answer for the failure of this mismanagement and the people, those who have wasted their time and money in this crisis. With cameraman Nasir Khan and Molbali, Delhi.
We are currently at the Chennai airport, and if you see, that is a checkpoint where through which the passengers actually enter the airport to go for their to board their flights. However, what's happening currently is that instead of going over there directly, they are coming over here and they are waiting at the kiosk at first, because for now there seems to be a lot of confusion that is still prevailing over what is the status of their flight. In fact, many have to come over here, and only then unfortunately they are getting the information that either their flight is rescheduled or cancelled, or they will have to wait for some more time. You can also see many of the passengers are carrying toddlers along with them, and they are waiting over here. The important kind of issue they are trying to raise at this spot is that they are not getting any kind of updation or information. That seems to be the very big issue.
So are you hopeful that today the flight will depart?
Yeah, I am very sure that it will be on time, and I think I have trust on IndiGo. It should happen.
No, I'm good. So far, let's hope for it.
So all the people over here, it's morning, and people over here are all in a hope that their flight will depart and they will reach to their destinations. Yet, we have seen from the last 3-4 days that the flight were being given, and after that the flight time was rescheduled, and after that what happened? It was cancelled. So people got anxious, angry, agitated.
Here in Chandigarh, there's a footfall of 12 to 13,000 passengers on daily basis at Chandigarh airport, and in last 3 days more than 50 flights are being cancelled, and there are a number of flights that are being delayed or being rescheduled. So passengers are facing issue, and there are 8 to 9,000 passengers in last 3 days that have suffered so far. And also you see how here's a passenger Atun, he wants to go to Kolkata, but his flight has been rescheduled and the amount has been not refunded yet, and he'll be going by train now. आप कैसे ट्रेन से जा रहे हैं, आप कह रहे हैं
अभी नहीं, अभी गाड़ी आएगा, मैं कल सुबह ट्रेन में जाएंगे।
फ्लाइट में क्यों नहीं जा रहे?
जाना ही नहीं, भरोसा उठ गया ना मेरे इसी वजह से। मैं फिर से कोई पंगा हो जाएगा, फिर फायदा क्या है मेरा?
कोई फोन नहीं उठाता, आप हजारों बार कर लो फिर स्विच ऑफ भी हो जाता है, पता नहीं कौन सा नंबर या नॉट रीचेबल आता है। मतलब कि कोई कस्टमर सर्विस, आपको बार बार दौड़ के एयरपोर्ट आना पड़ेगा, घंटों लाइन में लगना पड़ेगा, फिर कुछ होगा वो बस वो रीशेड्यूल कर देंगे। मतलब आई वॉश है वो, तो मतलब कि आज आप बोल रहे हो आवाज़ खड़ी करो, बोलेंगे कल का दे देते हैं, फिर कल आओगे बोलोगे नहीं ये कैंसिल हो गया है, कल का दे देते हैं। और अगर आप कहीं का ट्रिप किए हो, होटल्स बुक किए हो, तो वो तो नहीं कर रहे हैं ना रीशेड्यूल, तो क्या फ़ायदा? मान लो जो हमारा 4 का था, 10 का रिटर्निंग था, आज 7 तारीख हो गई, 4 की बुकिंग गई, 5 की बुकिंग गई, 6 की बुकिंग गई, 7 की बुकिंग गई, 4 दिन की बुकिंग है, हर दिन का दो कमरा बुक है हम लोग का, हमारे पेरेंट्स भी जा रहे थे, कितना मतलब लाखों का लॉस ऑलरेडी हो चुका है हम लोग को। हम लोग बोल रहे हैं तो बोल रहे हैं आप रिफंड ले लो, आप रिफंड ले लो, रिफंड ले लेंगे, जाने आने का रिफंड होगा, वहाँ का जो होटल्स का है वो कौन बेयर करेगा।
So this is the current situation, viewers. The stranded passengers asking very important questions. People who are traveling, and remember, it's a time of the year when we see weddings taking place across the country. We take a look at people celebrating and traveling across the country for vacations, for festivals coming up. So yes, it is quite a peak rush time that we see when such a chaos has completely gripped the country. And people are asking questions. What happens to the added costs that they are having to spend money with regards to? Who will be bearing those costs? And also people who have important work in different cities, what happens to their appointments? Where do they go? So these are pertinent voices being raised, pertinent questions being raised by the voices from across airports, people who are stranded for more than 48 hours at different airports of the country. And with that, India Today also had an exclusive conversation with the Civil Aviation Minister Mohan Naidu himself over this very crisis. The Aviation Minister said that the new FDTL norms have been relaxed for the sake of flyers, clarifying that the government did not succumb to any pressure. Listen in to what he has said.
Many in the passengers and the aviation experts are saying that this particular operator wanted to blackmail the Ministry of Civil Aviation to do away with the FDTL new norms and to put you in a position where it has to be put in abeyance, and you have surrendered to that particular circumstance as well. That's what many of the civil aviation experts are speaking about, and in general people believe that now.
My straightforward answer to them is that we have not succumbed to any pressure, and we have not taken any decision based on the pressure that has been built up or anything. My first focus, which has been there from the day one of me being the minister, and the government's focus is also on the people of the country, especially the passengers who are traveling. This is a time where it is a vacation time. People want to fly out. People want to go, and they have, and you know, air travel is almost related to emergency travel, where they want to fly immediately or reach a destination immediately. That is when they travel by air. And in those situations, you have so many passengers who want to fly. It's not IndiGo or Air India. They want to fly. They want to get to the destination. So it is, as a minister, my responsibility to take care of them first. If an operator is not able to run at that full capacity to cater for the passengers, then I have to facilitate for the travel of the passengers. So again, putting the focus on the passengers, we have given a temporary abeyance. A temporary abeyance, which is very, very clear if you look at that order also, that by February 10th, we will go back to the regular FDTL norms, which everyone else is following. And we have asked them for a strict plan also. And we will monitor that plan weekly from DGCA, from the ministry, to ensure that they will do. And this is a work in progress. We are also devising the guidelines that the safety or the FDTL norms are not affected much and the operation smoothen out because of keeping the season in mind, keeping the passengers in mind. This is not a country where 20 years the aviation was at a different scale. But today you're seeing every other day you have 5 lakh passengers growing. That is the strength of aviation today in the country. And you have to keep that momentum going on.